Okay, I'm not going to show you everything involved with making these various components, but there are some things that you need to be aware of. Some of the main tools that I use. One of the main things for modifying the wheels is this unibit. It's a 3/16 to 7/8 bore bit or unibit. This is how I modify the wheels for them to roll on 1/2-inch PVC pipe. The other thing, of course, is your standard PVC pipe cutter. You need this in order to cut your various sections. And they're real easy to use. We're not talking about items that are super expensive. Other thing, of course, is your drill with the appropriate bit and C-clamps. I use these to secure the round wood that my vise is mounted on. It can secure it to any tabletop, any surface, so that you can do your work. The main thing is this anvil. I use the anvil part of the desktop vise to do a lot of hammering. The other thing is you have to have a desktop vise that has scored surface on the inside. If it's not scored, it's not going to hold. The items, canes, or PVC pipe will slip if you try to work with it. The other thing I like about it is I can rotate it to use it in any position I need. This is mounted to a circular piece of wood. Doesn't have to be, but I just like the circular piece of wood because it seems to work better. Of course, you have your rubber mallet that you're going to need and a measuring tape. And I use these hook stubs. These are pencil tip hook stubs that AMD sells. I need those to secure the elastic cord when I'm replacing tips. The other good thing about these is you can take a folding cane and convert it to use slip-on tips by using these to hold the elastic cord in place, and then you can use a slip-on tip until you get another hook tip. But I wanted to go over this real quick. This is the centerpiece of what I use to make the AMD tips. This component is a furniture glide. This is just a furniture glide that I use to hold it in place. The other thing is this jam nut. Now, the difference between a jam nut and a standard nut is the jam nut is a little bit thinner, and it's used to lock other nuts in place so they won't move. I find that the thinner jam nut works better for what I'm doing. This is a 3/4 inch union, and in this I drilled my hose, and in this union is a flange nut. You notice this nut has a little flange on it, and when I put it inside here, it holds it in place. So that's why I like that, because the flange keeps it from pulling out once you start engaging the cane. And I've already drilled my hose in here, and then of course you have your T-joint, and then your 1/2-inch pipe that are pre-drilled. These black parts, I ride bicycles quite a bit, and my tires are the high-pressure thin tires that use the 700cc tubes. And I found that my old tubes that popped or for some reason can't be used give it a nice finished look. So to put all this together, it's pretty easy. You're just going to put the jam nut right in here like that, and you're going to slide this in place, and you're going to turn it until the hole comes through. Then you're going to use the jam nut on the furniture glide and a number 12 washer. Then you just screw it right in. And that's all you do. And the jam nut then tightens down so it locks it in place. And then of course you've got your T-joint. Now, I tell everybody, even if you're making a standard AMD, always do a non-glued assembly before you put the glue in, because if you glue it and you make a mistake, it's difficult to do anything with it. So a non-glued assembly is always a good direction to go. And then once you have everything like you want it, all the components work together, then you can glue everything together. So that's all. There are a lot more tools and supplies involved, but these are your main components, and I just wanted to go over those with you. Thank you.